Welcome to Growing Your Team, a podcast designed for small business owners seeking to grow their company with the help of employees and contractors. Your time is limited, which means growing and leveraging teams is essential for business success. The Growing Your Team podcast is the place to learn tips and techniques designed to help you know when it's the right time to hire, how to select perfect fit team members, and how to maximize productivity while creating a positive work environment. Drawing from her 10-plus years of leadership and hiring experience, here is your host, Jamie Van Kuyk.
Hello, Jamie Van Kuyk, and welcome back to the Growing Your Team podcast. Today, we're going to talk about emotions during the hiring process. And guess what? There's no room for them. You do not want to hire someone because you feel bad for them. You do not want to hire someone because they gave you a story and you want to be their hero. You do not want to hire someone because you have this amazing connection and you just really, really want them on your team. No. You want to hire someone because they are the right fit for your positions. And none of those reasons signify that they are the right fit. They could create those emotions and still be the right fit, but just because you have an emotional reaction to a candidate does not mean they are the right fit. And this is super, super important to talk about because we are emotional humans. We make decisions based on our emotions all the time. Even if you're sitting there and say, I'm not overly emotional, guess what? You're still making decisions based on your emotions. But you want to try your best to avoid it during the hiring process. Let me tell you an example of something that happened to me very early on during my hiring process, hiring career, that will make you see what I'm talking about. So back around the time I became a first-time manager, I was asked to go to a career fair to represent our company. During that day, I spoke to a lot of people that were looking for opportunities. Some I was able to direct to things open in their business, and other ones, they weren't really a fit for what we had open, but I was able to direct them elsewhere to other companies that were at the fair that day. Then I started talking to this one gentleman. He walked over in this suit that, looking by the material and the way it fits, probably not a high quality suit. But you could tell he put a lot of effort into how he looked. And we were having this conversation, and he was telling me that he was the first person in his family to go to college. And he was getting ready to graduate, and he was so excited to be able to go out and find the first job that matched his chosen career field. He worked all throughout college to help ensure that he wasn't graduating with a lot of student loan debt. And he was ready. And guess what? His story had me hook, line, and sinker. I put his resume into the yes pile so fast that I was like, yes, he is one that we are going to call for an interview. And so when we got back to the office, he was one of the first candidates I told HR to call and schedule an interview. So a few days later, I am attending the interview with another manager. After the interview, we got in the elevator and the other manager asked me, so what did you think? And I was like, I am sold. He is such a great candidate. I want to hire him. He's going on my team. Because in these few days between when I attended this job fair and when I was able to conduct this interview, I was officially promoted into my manager position. So I was looking to hire for my team. And she asked me the question, but can he do the job? And that's when I stood there in that elevator being like, well, I don't know. Can he? I really don't know. And I thought about it and I looked back through my notes and I said, no, I don't know if he can do the job. And she said, well, why do you want to hire him? And I sat there and said, because of story. I want to be this guy's hero. I want to help him get that job, to start his career, the thing he's been working for. I feel emotionally connected to him and his story. I want to help him. And what she said to me has stuck with me to this day, and I share it all the time. And that is, it's not your job to give a person a job. It's your job to hire the right person for your opening. And that was super, super impactful. It helped me realize that there are some great people out there, but just because they're good at what they do, or just because they have a story that they're sharing with you and touches your emotions, does not mean they're right for your position. And by hiring them into your position, there's going to be a struggle. There's going to be a struggle because that candidate, once they're your new team member, it's going to take a lot of your time because they need more training. They need more support. There's also going to be a struggle on their side because someone like that, he wanted to do well. And if he wants to do that well before he's in, what do you think he's going to do once he's in the company? He's going to still want to do well. He's going to want to succeed no matter what it takes because he was a highly driven person. But what happens when you want to succeed? It's something you can't be successful in. Something that you're not right for. It creates a lot of strain internally. Why can't I get this? Why am I not successful? What am I doing wrong? And it's not that he's necessarily doing something wrong. It's that he was put in a position where he couldn't succeed. So in that situation, I didn't give him the job. What I did instead was connect him to another team within the company that was hiring for a position that much better matched his skill set. And that's what you can do. When you meet these people that tell you these stories, you need to say, is this person right for me? And if not, but you want to help them, find a way to help them. Offer them support. Offer them connections. There was a gentleman a few months ago, the last time I was hiring, where I felt a connection when I was reading some of his resume and his cover letter that he put that I knew he wasn't right for my position. And I reached out and let him know that he was not right for the position I was hiring for, but I wanted to have a conversation with him because through his cover letter and everything, I thought I saw some ways where I could help him get on the right path. And it's okay to spend your time helping others. Just don't get into the mistake of letting your business become a charity to give someone a job. Like even if you're a nonprofit, so you technically are a charity, you still need team members that are going to succeed. You don't want to be wasting your donors' money on someone who's not doing the job. So you need to take emotions out of the process and focus on hiring the right person. Because remember, it's not your job to give a person a job. It's your job to hire the right person for your business. So remove emotions. Don't listen to them. There's no room for them in the hiring process unless you've already proven that a person is qualified. And if they really, really are qualified and you're trying to decide between two people that could both succeed in the role, they are both qualified, then yeah, at that point in time, you can give that person that you're emotionally attached to, that you're connected to their story, that you want to be their hero, the opportunity over the other because it's a deciding factor. But in order to get to that point, you had to make sure that they were a good fit, that they matched the other things that you were looking for, and they are qualified. So remember, unless you are 100% sure that someone is qualified for the job, do not hire based on emotions. It's only going to create more problems for your business, and there are other ways where you can help people. Are you ready to hire a new team member for your business, and you want to ensure you hire the person who can succeed in the role, make you happy, and positively impact your bottom line? Then set up time and let's talk, because this is exactly how I help business owners like you. When you go through my Hire framework, not only will you learn how to attract candidates who have the passion you desire, but you'll be able to identify and select candidates who have the skills you need and can succeed in the role. Going through this consultant process not only helps you find the right new hire for your current open position, but it teaches you how to repeat this process with every new position you add to your company as it continues to grow. So if you're a small business owner who is ready to hire, has a rough idea of the position you need to add, and you're tired of going through the hiring process only to end up with bad fitting team members, then let's talk. Send me an email at jamie@growingyourteam.com. That's Jamie, Jamie, @growingyourteam.com, or head on over to growingyourteam.com/jumpstart and let's talk about your hiring needs.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Growing Your Team with your host, Jamie Van Kuyk. Be sure to subscribe and head on over to growingyourteam.com to connect, access the show notes, and discover more ways to hire and leverage your perfect fit team.